Hi guys, this is the first of our new series called Stories, which is going to be released on Fridays, where members of CU will share a personal story of God's work in and through their lives. And this will hopefully give you the opportunity to see how God works in a vast array of circumstances which are unique to each one of us. Romans chapter 8 verse 28 says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." This is a challenging verse to believe in the middle of a global pandemic, but these story videos should be an encouragement in showing God's faithfulness through a vast range of unprecedented and unique circumstances. So if you don't know me, I'm Stephen. I'm 20 years old and I study sport and exercise science in John Moores. I joined the CU in October 2018, and when I came to uni, I didn't really think much of the change. I thought I would just sort of get on with things and not be too concerned. And for a few weeks I did that, sort of went about my own thing. But overall, that sort of developed a real loneliness in me, and I became very worried about everyday tasks, and they sort of became too much. God at this point wasn't something that I was thinking about in my life, until my mum texted me. She told me to join the CU, and I didn't really go to church things for a couple of years before I moved to uni. I wasn't involved with youth group or anything, and this then sort of put a daunting sort of big thing over going to back into the Christian community, because I wouldn't have really been overly involved in it beforehand. But there was something in me that sort of tugged me and told me that I should go, and that really I would feel a sense of joy if I went. So obviously I went, and there was a great community. My loneliness overall turned into friendship, and not just friendship being received by me, but I was able to give friendship as well a lot better. My worry turned into praise, and my brokenness turned into joy in the Saviour that I now have. This all happened almost in an instant during one of the worship songs in CU, where I believe God really spoke to me about where I needed to lead my life. And ultimately, what I received then was that God wanted me to come back to him and be leading my life towards him, and for him to ultimately lead my life. So in Luke chapter 15, it's an amazing chapter. There's three parables. The parable I'm going to talk about is the parable of the lost sheep, and that really resonates with my story. Jesus talks about how 99 sheep were safe in a field, but one was lost, and when that one sheep was finally found by the shepherd, the joy that that brought to the shepherd was greater than that of having the 99 safe sheep. This is just a picture of how Jesus calls us all to him, and he gets so much joy when we turn to him, and this overflows in us, so we can then give that, and hopefully other people receive Jesus' joy and forgiveness. So this is really just the story of how I was lost and then found again. Thank you very much for tuning in, and hopefully see you all in the future. And next week we're going to be back with Jorge, hopefully sharing a story. So yeah, if you want to message the page or me personally with any questions about that, just let me know. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.